I love you, and I miss you.
On this episode of The Commercial Break.
Now it's all influencer wannabes, just there to stir up shit and make themselves famous. The American version, the U.S. version, I'm sure there's some of that going on too, but really what it is there's actually some people who feel like they actually want to get married. There's some sincerity, but therefore, it's boring as shit. It's fucking boring, man. It's fucking boring. I can't watch it anymore. It's just boring.
Hey, Huck Sr., it's Bob over here a couple miles west of the town center. I got that corn farm over there. I'd appreciate it if you'd stop dropping your children off my corn farm in the middle of the night. You're scaring away all the chickens.
Everything else leading up in this investigation's been a wolf right now. Sounds like things are changing a little bit.
What?
What's changing? Sounds like the commercial break. Everything leading up to season 2 was Peter Fonda, Henry Fonda, and then all leading up to season 3 was Frankie B. These farmers are getting sick of it.
The next episode of The Commercial Break starts now.
Welcome back to another episode of The Commercial Break. I'm Bryan Green. This is the Director of Artistic Services, Kristen Joy Hoadley. Best to you, Krissy.
Best to you, Bryan.
And best to you out there in the podcast universe. Thanks for joining us on yet another episode of this, The Commercial Break. It's not for everyone, but fact, news, or fiction, guaranteed in 1 minute or less or your money back. The brand new TCBpodcast.com is where you go to collect your paycheck.
Your winnings.
Your winnings. Good luck, sir. Good luck to you. We're going to give you a revenue split. You can take 50% of whatever we've earned on this podcast. And you still won't get a Starbucks cup of coffee. Just share that information.
The FedEx monies will be right there.
FedEx mans will be on the way. The FedEx mans. I wonder whatever happened to the FedEx mans. I dragged that out. I know, we waited. We're talking about episode, which I think is called the FedEx Men's. Actually, I don't know what it's called, but it's about the FedEx Men's. I got one of those spam text messages, I think, where the guy was like, hey.
You've won.
And no, he was like, hey, Bob, I'm trying to figure out where to send the money, and I can't. And I was like, oh, you send it to Grandma's house. So we went back and forth for hours and hours and hours. And finally, he said that he sent me a picture of cash being wrapped in plastic and a picture of a FedEx plane. And he was like, the plane is going to be by soon to pick up the money. I was like, wow.
I think he basically just took a picture from that show Narcos on Netflix.
Yeah. Or Breaking Bad or something like that. Yeah. And then he took it looked like the FedEx guys were getting ready to send the money. He needed the address so the FedEx men's could deliver my cash.
And you just needed to go get a couple gift cards.
That's all I needed to do.
At Walmart.
$3,000 in gold dot gift cards, and I was going to get $7 million in the bank tomorrow.
It's a fair trade.
It's a totally fair trade. And it was
sweet of him to think of you. And just contact you.
It wasn't Bob, but, who amongst us wouldn't take the bait, right? And the thing is that it was a perfectly reasonable story. His money had been locked. He was a prince of some, South African country, and his money had been locked up by the rebels. And in order to get that money out, he needed to get $3,000. He needed
some cash, quick.
He just needed to go to the bank.
He'll pay you back.
Yeah. The bank said, get us $3,000 in gold dot gift cards from Walmart, and we'll give you your $7 million.
There you go. I mean, then we know you're real.
That's right. And then he's going to send me the cash via cash. He was going to send me the cash. I was going to put it into a bank account, and then he'd just take 10% of it. That's all he needed to get his family out for safety.
Right.
I could keep the rest. Perfectly reasonable explanation. Now I'm getting text messages from very attractive, what seem to be Filipino women.
Yes.
Very attractive in various states of undress on their profile picture, and I'll get a text message. Hey, Gwendolyn, I'm trying to figure out which coffee shop we're meeting at. Yeah. And I'll be like, oh, Gwendolyn died yesterday, but I'm her newly, her newly widowed husband. Yes.
Very wealthy.
And I own a waterbed company that's making millions of dollars. Oh, that sucks that they opened up all of our phone numbers to spam bullshit. And now that's all we get is spam. I get 40 spam phone calls a day.
I know.
And they're always masking it like something else. Like the IRS is calling, or Walt Disney World is calling, or I think the other day,
I was in legal trouble for a while.
I've been in legal trouble since I was 13.
Yeah, I was being taken to court.
Yeah, I was going to go to jail.
But they wouldn't say what company they were with. They just said,
right.
I was like, well, what, did I miss a payment on something? I don't think I did.
Yeah, listen.
But, who amongst us haven't gotten just like all the way down the road of you're about to go to jail?
That's right. One of the guys was screaming and yelling at me that I needed to give them money for the furniture. And I'm like, I don't think I ever bought any furniture through your company, but give me the name of the company that I bought it through and I'll be happy to contact them and rectify. That's not how this works. And if I don't get a payment from you today of at least $1,000, unfortunately, you're going to be arrested tomorrow on charges of conspiracy. And I'm like, charges of what? Who gets arrested for that?
Yeah.
And I gave him the money because I didn't want to get arrested.
Yes, of course.
I am watching I'm trying to watch the new Married at First Sight. This hit program on Lifetime television. There's two versions of it. There's the American version and the Australian version. We've talked about this. We've been talking about this pretty much since the beginning of the podcast.
Right.
We had Michelle on.
We did have Michelle. She was amazing.
Yeah, who was one of the Married at First Sight Australia breakaway hit characters out of that show. And she kind of explained to us all of the craziness that went on behind the scenes there. They were basically hostages, according to her. And were made to stay married, and then they edited it to look like they actually wanted to be there. I love Michelle, and we've been friends ever since, and we communicate still on Instagram every once in a while. But because that's how friends communicate these days, is on Instagram.
Exactly.
Instagram, via likes. I like you, you like me, we like each other. I'm trying to get into this Married at First Sight. See, in the Australian version, they don't really get married; they just do a commitment ceremony, so there's no teeth to it. So I guess that's why they have to hold them hostage in an apartment building, is because there's nothing to hold them there. But in America, in the U.S. version, they actually do get married, like legally married.
Yeah, because you can just get married all over the place in the U.S.
I know. And I think also it's because there's no, I think Americans won't believe it unless they actually get married. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, commitments. Okay, what is this, an MTV reality show? There's no teeth to it. I think, because
they've upped the ante on the marriage part.
But therefore, they have made it more serious content-wise. So where Australia is just a lot of people drinking and having fun and throwing shit fits everywhere, right? Influencer wannabes, essentially, mixed in with a few, sincere people like Michelle.
Yes.
But now it's all influencer wannabes, just there to stir up shit and make themselves famous. The American version, the U.S. version, I'm sure there's some of that going on too, but really what it is there's actually some people who feel like they actually want to get married. There's some sincerity, but therefore, it's boring as shit. It's fucking boring, man. It's fucking boring. I can't watch it anymore. It's just boring. I mean, there are moments of intensity and drama that you're like, okay, but that's really what I'm in it for. I want to see knockdown, drag. I want to see two crazy people get married, basically get drunk and go to Vegas and get married and watch as the fallout happens.
The fallout, yeah.
But that's not what happens, because there's experts and they try and make it, they try to calm everybody down and everybody takes a break and they take a breath and let's go through an exercise and all this other stuff. But so I'm watching they just finished one season, which I didn't watch because I found it to be boring. And now they started another season in San Diego. So I'm like, okay, let me jump on back on board.
Yeah, give it a second shot.
Maybe there's some interesting people here, because in certain seasons there are some super interesting people that you like to keep an eye on. So I'm watching the San Diego. They have 4 episodes before they actually get to the actual real episodes. It's like, the meet the couples and then meet the people and then meet the couples before the couples and then almost the wedding day.
Parents.
Meet the parents, and then we're getting toward wedding day and it's almost wedding day, and the day before wedding day, there's 50 fucking special episodes before you actually get to the real show.
Yes.
And so I'm watching this, and they're going through all the people who have been chosen to get married, right? And their prospective couples. They haven't got married yet. It's just like it's like some background on the people that are doing this.
Right.
It's a 2-hour-long special.
God.
But here's what I've noticed. Everybody says the following words. I'm Jenny, I'm from San Diego, and I'm a lawyer, and I'm a bit of a free spirit. The fuck does that mean, a bit of a free spirit? What does that mean, a bit of a free spirit?
I mean, it's very overused.
It's crazy overused.
Yeah.
Doesn't everybody think of themselves as a free spirit?
I mean, does that mean you have curly hair and wear cowboy boots and a white flowy dress?
Or are you, shopping at Free People and going, trimming weed in the winter and then going to Coachella in the summer?
Right.
What exactly are you doing that makes you a free spirit?
And how are you financing your free spirit lifestyle?
Daddy's credit card. That's how you're doing it, right? Or trimming weed.
Yes.
Sounds a little bit too close to home, Brian. So The point is that like everybody says these same old tropes to describe themselves. I find myself to be a people person. I'm a free spirit. I consider myself an extrovert until it's time to get me time, and then I'm an introvert. Everyone says the same fucking things, and it goes around social media. It just circles around. Everybody says the same tropes. I want
somebody to come out and say the opposite. I'm an unfree spirit. I'm completely controlling.
Yeah.
I don't like any.
I don't want you to have your phone at dinner. I don't I don't like other humans.
Yes.
I've never interacted with anybody.
I've been accused of stalking.
I am a mass murderer. I am a mass murderer. That's what I do for a living. Yeah. I want somebody original to come out there and say something original, but very few of them do.
Right.
That's kind of why I liked Love is Blind, is because there's a few original characters in there. On this second season, that guy, the coked up dude, what was his name? Max, or I don't know, Chad, or whatever his name was.
Yes.
I ended up liking him by the end. At first, I was like, you are absolutely obnoxious, dude, and you need to take a deep breath and settle down. But the truth is, he ended up being like, I think, one of the more sincere characters,
so too.
because he was crazy, and he knew he was crazy, and he said he was crazy, and that was it. That's what you got. You got what you got. But all these people dancing around it with these silly tropes and these things that they say just drives me fucking crazy. It's like when we would interview people at the old job, you'd be like hiring day, people would come in. Remember that? Like hiring day when 700 people came in to do an interview after interview after interview. And all of them.
What's your worst trait about you? I'm too organized.
I sell too much.
Yeah.
I'm too good with clients. Or, I want to find out what I can bring to the table for you, which is another one. But everyone, what is your best quality? I'm a people person. Who isn't a people person? Tell me who's not a people person. Give me one example of someone who's not a people person. I don't get it. I don't get why we say these things, because they are absolutely true of everybody. No one is not a people person.
Yeah.
So stop saying the stupid shit. It happens on The Bachelor. It happens on MTV. Did you watch the MTV Buckhead Shore?
No, I tried.
But you told me it was on. Why didn't you watch it?
I know. I had it set. And I tried to watch
fest,
it.
Dude. Snooze fest,
I was
bro.
like, I can't.
Fucking forget about it. It had some of the lowest ratings in MTV history. It had like 122,000 people that watched it in some certain age groups. And I'll tell you why. It's because it's a fucking snooze fest. There's nothing interesting about it.
No.
It shows Atlanta as the most uninteresting city.
I was talking to my sister about this.
Oh my God.
And so was Blue.
Yeah, Nico and Blue.
Well,
they got to make their episodic appearance. I'm quite frankly surprised Nico even barks anymore. He's on his last leg. Anyway.
Yeah, I tried, and it was just like, I was talking to my sister about things, and I said, here we are. We got the Atlanta Housewives. We got the Buckhead Shore. Shit.
Many of these are filmed in Atlanta.
I know, and it's not really a representation, I guess, of some subsets of people, but...
Well, the thing about the Real Housewives of Atlanta is none of them live in Atlanta.
No, it's the suburbs.
I never found that show to be particularly interesting. Maybe the first season, because I knew that it was in Atlanta, and it was kind of a novelty back then that a show was filmed in Atlanta.
Right.
Now everything's filmed in Atlanta,
True.
so it's not a novelty anymore.
Yeah, love and hip-hop.
Yeah, seeing big lights and huge movie trailers and all this other stuff all around town is not... It's
what happens.
Yeah, whatever. Another movie. You're not even interested because you just know that that's what goes on around town. But this Buckhead Shore was apparently pitched by two of the people who are on Buckhead Shore.
Okay.
Because they're probably rich and well connected. The one guy's dad owns the franchise Zaxby's. And so he's like the main character. It's his Buckhead house, which is not even in Buckhead. Fucking 50 fucking miles away. It's not even close to downtown Atlanta. And they call it Buckhead Shore, but it's not even close to Buckhead. And I don't get
They're
it.
at the shore of the lake.
That's the shore of the lake. It's just, there's no gravitas like there was with Jersey Shore. It was such a novelty back then to see these, Oompa Loompas running around, yelling and screaming at each other and saying funny phrases. There's no funny phrases. There's no what is it? GTL. Gym Tan Laundry.
That's a JTL.
That JTL. Jews Tan and Laundry. Ah! There's nothing interesting about Buckhead Shore. And I would be surprised. I'd be surprised if they get through the entire season, to be honest with you. I think they just throw it up on...
It's just hookups and fights, drunken fights and hookups.
Yeah, but it's interesting with the Jersey Shore kids. Why can't they make it interesting with the Atlanta kids? I think it's just because none of them are particularly interesting human beings.
Right.
It's like, It's the same people we all see on Facebook and Instagram all day long.
Anyways, yeah.
Yeah. So I say skip it altogether because it's a snooze fest. Krissy, I was trolling on the internet.
As you do.
As I tend to do. Yes. As I tend to do when I have the time. A couple days ago, we did a Mountain Monsters review as requested by a number of people that have been texting at 661-237-8296. Keep them coming. Content ideas. We'd love them here at the show. Our good friend Luke had requested a mountain monster. He likes mountain monsters, right? And so
it's a good one.
We did a part 1. I had 2 videos queued up for that particular episode. We only got to 1 because we never get to the second one because mountain monsters is too funny to us. So I thought I would do what we've been promising everybody we will do, and I will get to the conclusion of the mountain monsters via part 2 of this particular.
Crawl, crawl, paw, paw.
Crawl, crawl, paw, 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 popper. Wee-hee. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of The Commercial Break. You can go to tcbpodcast.com if you want to find out more information about Krissy and I. Watch any of the video or listen to any of the audio episodes. You can do that right there at the website, tcbpodcast.com. We'd love to hear from you. 661-237-8296. That's 661, the word best, the number 2, YOYO. Drop us any questions, comments, concerns, or content ideas you have for the show, and we'll get back to you. I promise we will. If you'd like to take a look at the show, you can do that. youtube.com/thecommercialbreak. Feel free to hit that subscribe button so you never miss any of the clips or full episodes that we release on a daily basis at youtube.com/thecommercialbreak. And if you'd like to be one of the few brave people who are following us on Instagram, go to @thecommercialbreak on IG. The question we get most often is how can we best support the show? You can leave us a review, a comment, or a rating on your favorite podcast player. Wherever you're listening to us, it's likely that they have a review or rating system. Please take 1 minute out of your day and leave that review. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast also. If you hear one of our sponsors' commercials and you're inclined to buy their product or service, please use the specialized URLs or codes that we talk about on those ads so that our sponsors will continue to support the show and make it free and frequent to you. We love our TCB listeners, and from the bottom of our hearts, thank you for listening to the show. We're going to hear a word from said sponsors, and then we'll be back to this episode of The Commercial Break.
How's your money feeling? It's about to feel happier with a certificate from Happy Money's partner, Michigan State University Federal Credit Union. Elevate and increase your savings with 18-month terms and only a $500 minimum. And the happiest part? MSU FCU certificates yield 4.5% APY annual percentage yield. Now that's a happier side of money. Elevate your savings. Go to happymoney.com/MSUFCU. That's MSUFCU. Funds insured up to $250,000 by NCUA. The APY is accurate as of the 12/1/2023 dividend declaration date. Early withdrawal penalties do apply. Fees may reduce earnings on the account. Any monthly withdrawals or transfers reduce earnings.
For those of you new to tuning in to TCB, just give us a little, Bryan, give us a little background on mountain monsters.
She starts off the segue, and then I got to finish it. I thought you were going to go. I thought you were going to go balls deep there, but you didn't.
I'll interject as needed.
Mountain Monsters, Krissy and I. This is probably be our 6th or 7th episode that we've done on a show called Mountain Monsters.
It comes on Travel Channel.
That's right. Comes on the Travel Channel. It's about a hurly-burly bunch of guys that have, I guess, decided, adjudicated
They've taken
themselves.
it on themselves.
Taken it upon themselves to follow monsters all around East-West Kentucky and wherever else they go.
West Virginia.
Yeah. I think basically wherever they can find some woods to film in, that's where they go. So they go and they chase around all of these mythological creatures like the smoke wolves and the fire monster and the big, there's the West Kentucky Bigfoot and there's the Southeastern Bigfoot. There's a number of different versions of Bigfoot. So these guys have now made hundreds of these episodes chasing around monsters. Now, here's the thing that Krissy and I have always said about this. Not once, not one time, not ever in any of these episodes that we've done, and none of the episodes I've watched, which are many of them, have they ever actually cited one of these monsters, even though they're constantly getting attacked by them and they're chasing them and they're running away from them. And they have never once actually gotten on camera any video evidence of a monster anywhere around. So this is clearly
like a dead rabbit was the close.
Yeah, I think we got a dead rabbit. There was a guy in a mask one time in the cornfield, but he just turned out to be a guy protecting his cornfield. He was a real live scarecrow because it's too expensive to get the fake kind. Inflation's killing me, man. You know, the price of hay's through the roof. So I stand out here all night chasing people around. They have guns. They've been shot at. They have never shot any of those guns. And Krissy and I just find this to be satire at the highest level. I actually think they know what they're up to. They know. There's got to be a portion of human beings that watch this that believe it. Yeah. But Krissy and I take it as I think it's intended, which is just absolute comedy.
Pure entertainment.
Yeah, there's Buck, there's Huck, there's Chuck, there's Rug, there's Doug, there's Bug. And then there is Bobby.
Yeah.
Who is
Huckleberry.
Yeah, there's Huckleberry. And then, of course, they have their faithful camera guy. Oh, geez, guys, I'm so sorry, Billy. I'm so sorry. Who is usually too busy watching YouTube in the craft services area to catch up with any monsters on the actual camera.
He can't actually film them.
No, he can't film them because he's drinking Mountain Dew. So here we go. We're taking another look. We're diving back in to the mountain monsters.
Oh, yeah.
Said it was out past 2 silos on the backside of the farm.
Yeah, he said right past 2 silos on the backside of his farm. He wasn't sure what it was, but it was loud.
I ain't sure what it was, but it was loud over by the track.
I ain't sure what it was.
He said he wasn't sure what it was, but it was loud. I ain't sure what it was, but it was loud. What'd you say? I said I ain't sure what it was, but it was loud.
Near the silos.
Near the silos, Krissy. The creepy crawly silos. Right next to the Macy's.
Wally, slow down here, man. Slow down here.
We don't know what the hell's in here.
I hate farms at night. They're creepy as hell.
But they go to one
every time. They're there every time. It's your job. He's head of security. He's supposed to be not scared of anything. I hate farms at night as much as I hate Houston's during the day. They make you wear a shirt and shoes.
I had an uncle one time. When I used to get out of hand, he'd take me out to random farm and drop me off. He'd come back and
like
get
a
me
dog?
in the morning.
Like a dog that you tell your kids.
Take that! And don't come back until you find the creepy, scary things behind the silos.
You're a bad kid.
Pick some corn for tomorrow's dinner.
Who kind of uncle do you have? What kind of asshole just drops a kid off at a farm?
At night. God.
Did you take a cookie out of the cookie jar? No, Daddy, I didn't. That's it, you're going to the farm. Get your sleeping bag. You're spending the night at a random farm. You'll have to deal with the turkeys a-squawking and the chickens a-quacking. You'll be lucky if you don't get run over by a dairy cow.
That's it. Grab your sleeping bag. You're going to the farm.
Hey, Huck Sr., it's Bob over here a couple miles west of the town center. I got that corn farm over there. I'd appreciate it if you'd stop dropping your children off at my corn farm in the middle of the night. You're scaring away all the chickens.
Oh, my God.
Oh, I drop them off. Farm. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna add that to my parenting arsenal.
Yes.
Normally, there's no farms around here.
Got one of these old corn carriers right here. This is what brings it out of the field with.
Stay on point up here, Wally.
Go!
We got tractor equipment on the farm. I smell something rotten. Did they just get shot at?
No, they shot.
Oh, they shot something. Hold on, but listen, he's pointing out the tractor equipment on the farm and indicating something's wrong. I was here in the car dealership parking lot and I saw some tires. I saw tires and I knew something was up.
Field with.
Stay on point up there, Willie. Oh, what was that? What the hell was that?
That come from back over there.
Yep, bro, you got anything on the thermal?
I think it's somebody shooting at them that is probably like, what the hell are these people doing on my property?
Yeah, get off my farm. Stop dropping your kids off at my farm.
I don't like her movie set either.
Did you notice he said, what do you see on the thermal? On the thermal.
And then it goes to the thermal.
A thermal
infrared
imaging camera. Yeah. I have thermometers that are better at taking temperatures. Oh my God, that's too funny.
No, I don't have anything on it.
Well, something sort of hell made a big.
He goes, I don't have anything on it.
Yeah, I ain't got anything. Not a thing. Was that in the script? I'm not sure. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. I didn't give you the right thermal, actually. That's my iPad. It's broken. That's why it looks a little weird. That's me throwing rocks. I'm playing a little game with myself.
Let's ease down in there and see if we can't lay some eyes on it.
Man, this place is creepy.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Someone just shot at us. Let's get closer and see if we can't lay our eyes on it.
Behind the silos.
Yeah, let's run toward the gunshots, because we have to.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What do you got?
I got eyes.
I got a nose. Are we playing a game? I got elbows, I got toes, I got eyes, and I got nose. Is that the game? What are we playing here? I got eyes. I got eyes. I got eyes.
Holy hell.
Just right out over top past that silo right there.
Stay ready.
Me and Jeff, we'll go over here to the left of the silo. You and Wild Bill break to the right.
Yes, sir.
You and Wild Bill.
Wild Bill.
When did he join the crew?
I don't know. I think it's the same guy. They might just given him a new name. They killed off the old guy and brought him back as Wild Bill. No one will notice.
He drops off and see where them eyes went.
All righty. This is it up here. This is it up here. Right there's their trucks. Good deal.
Dun, dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
Huck.
Huck.
Willie. Bill.
Huck.
Willie.
Willie. Bill. We're in a 255-acre cornfield. You might have to raise the volume a little bit. Huck. Billy. Can you hear me? It's me. Huck. No. He's always yelling. Why did he go quiet?
I don't know.
Jeff. They ain't here.
They're missing from the trucks.
Oh, this is bad.
They're in here somewhere. Now I get to go out looking for them alone. Where you guys at?
Now I get to go out looking at them alone. The 4 cameramen and the 2 audio guys and the craft services. And the trailer I wrote into my last contract.
Hell, them eyes was took off down over the bank here.
Yeah, I ain't picking up nothing on this.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I don't know what's wrong with this thing. I ain't picking up a damn thing. I don't see no eyes here. Why are the monsters always running across the bank? Running up over the bank? I think it's like a thing that Bigfoot does, I guess. He runs over the bank.
Yeah, towards the water.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Looky right here.
Icebrook, isn't it?
Yep, right there's the place that's dented in. Oh, by George right there.
Wow, that's big.
That's a mud puddle.
By George, there's a mud puddle. There was water and mud, and they made a puddle. I think we're on to something, boys.
Yeah, they're hot on the trail.
Quick, run toward the murder monster.
He was headed right down over.
It was
that
like
hill
a
right
hoof. Just a hoof track.
I don't even think it was a hoof track. I think it was... It was me running around with that stick like you told me to, breaking the ice so it looks like something stepped on it. I did my job.
I'll tell you what, I don't like being split up this team like this out here. We could get into some heat real quick.
Oh, yeah. I've had a bad feeling all night.
You always have a bad feeling.
He does.
There's not one
Remember
episode.
the time that he had the water coming
This guy's name is
in a
Huckleberry.
cave.
Yeah, Huckleberry number 5. This guy's name is Huckleberry, and he's got a beard that match any ZZ Top member.
Absolutely.
And he has always got a feeling about something. But one time he was in a cave. The episode is called "This Water Is Wet." He was in a cave, and there was like a cold water fountain, like water coming on at the top of the cave,
rocks.
and he had to sit under it. And all of a sudden, he was possessed by the devil, and they were like, "Oh, I can't take." Everyone was standing around watching him, going, "I can't take it anymore. He's cold. Get him out of there." They've come face to face with Satan himself, but what they were scared of is some cold water. Oh, these guys are funny.
I ain't seeing nothing.
Oh, I'm seeing those cow tracks.
What the hell, Bill? What's wrong?
The damn electric fence! Holy shit! I pissed down my leg. Damn, don't walk into that. Hell yeah!
I pissed on myself.
It's an electric fence.
Yes. Oh, guys, I should have scouted the location a little better. I'm sorry. You could tell that was real. He was like, "Holy shit, I pissed on myself. I pissed on myself."
There's an electric fence.
There's an electric fence. It got my pee all electrified.
Damn!
Are you all right?
Yeah! I got energized there, mister. Holy shit! If I don't get the old heart pumping, by God, that's some extra voltage. I just got the old penis knocked in the dirt by the electric fence.
What? First of all, that fence looked like it was really low to the ground.
Krissy, it was 2 inches off the ground. What is it electrifying? The top of your boots? I just got my dick knocked in the dirt. These guys are so much fun.
I know.
I just sent a shockwave through the old body, just like energized.
It just sent a shockwave right off my Tico testicles. It sent my boys a swimming. My boys were swimming like Michael Phelps after breakfast. I haven't had an erection like that since I was 26.
Let's go move.
Alrighty. Yes, sir. What's that damn fence?
There ain't a whole lot creepier.
I mean, I don't know if you should be going in a place. Can you contact the property owners that have the fence?
Yeah, do you mind going there during the day? Could we take a different route on this episode and go somewhere during the day? Look for clues then, and then establish cameras around the perimeter. I mean, there's got to be an easier way to do this, guys. Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
There don't seem to be a soul in sight. This place is kind of freaking me out.
There's no one here. It's freaking me out.
There's no one here except for all those additional lights out there 50, 60 feet from. Do you see all the lights that are out there? Yeah. This is like an apartment complex.
It is. It's like a field backing up to an apartment complex.
Yeah, it's that random field in your town where the guy just won't sell because I like it the way it used to be. Till all these outsiders came in and changed everything.
I'm never selling.
Now they got hippies in the record shops smoking those doobies and making shit crazy. I'm never gonna change. I'm gonna deed the city to my dog and then to a tree so you can never tear it down. Both silos are gonna stand forever. They ain't putting no fucking Starbucks on my land, I'll tell you that right now. I'll be back. I gotta go to Walmart for oil for my truck. But not the one here in town, the one down the street in the big city. Now go get me some Chili's on Uber Eats. I'll never sell to no big city slicker developers. Now go put something on Amazon Prime.
It's Amazon Prime Day.
It's Amazon Prime Day. I gotta get back to shopping. My Apple Watch tells me my heartbeat's going too fast when I get started talking about it.
Whoa, jump right.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
You guys find the eye shine?
No, we couldn't make out where in the hell that eye shine went. But what we did find is where something big went right down in the mud puddle. Whatever it was broke right through the ice.
Do you think maybe it was a tractor? Could it have possibly been any of the heavy machinery that sits around here?
We just saw the tractor.
Yeah.
Recon out through here. I had my head up there looking in winds. Walk right into the electric fence. Knock my old penis in the dirt, son.
Knock my old penis in the dirt.
Well, first of all, he didn't fall down.
No. No, but he could be just talking about his balls hanging low. You know, eventually gravity gets to everybody.
Yes, but the electric fence was 2 inches off the ground.
That's a testicle electrifier for old men. I gotta put one ball down each side of my dickie.
My penis in the dirt.
Knock the head of my penis right in the dirt.
That squall was.
Yeah. You heard that squall? That was me. Boy, I seen something, all right. Seen them sparks.
Maybe he needs a beard like the rest of them.
I think we need to get on out around the hill here.
The guy that got his penis knocked in the dirt doesn't have any beard.
No, but now he's becoming a stand-up comedian. All of a sudden, he's jokester.
Yeah, they're hanging out there. They saw eyes earlier, but now they're hanging out laughing.
They saw
talking.
eyes earlier. Someone shot at him. They saw a bunch of large foot tracks in the middle of the mud, but you know, let's hold on while Mikey gives us a few laughings.
Where the hell them eyes waiting where that noise was coming
Yes.
from?
Yeah. Yes. Down where?
Yeah, right back down and through over here.
Yeah, let's go check. Let's go check her out. See what
let's yell some more at each other. I'm right here. You don't have to yell so much.
Huck. Huck. Jeff.
They were just all together. Why is he alone now?
Well, because Krissy, that's the only way to make the show interesting. Listen to the didgeridoo in the background.
They're like a rainmaker.
I know. You can see the guys that do the music to this one. Like, fuck, we got another year? Another season? Shit.
Break out the didgeridoo.
Get out the didgeridoo and the harmonica.
I gotta be careful not to go charging in here too hard because whatever they heard, they said it sounded big. It could be right in here, and I'm by myself, no backup. I gotta be careful here.
No backup except everybody that's filming
no
you.
backup except for the 6 camera guys behind you. The director, the producer.
I'm trying to call them.
Oh, there's a novel idea. The first time ever in the history of Mountain Monsters, someone decides to use a cellular device to talk to the other people.
No cell service.
Of course, service.
No service. I knew it.
And there never will be. If I have any choice about it, never putting one of those damn cell phone towers on my land. You won't catch me doing that. Honey, do we pay the AT&T bill?
Huck.
There's so many lights around.
Great. We're already at a fork in the road.
Oh, great. Now I got to make a decision about which way to go. I was hoping it's going to be an early night. I got to get lost, and then there's got to be screaming and yelling. This is filmed in black and white, dark, by the way, just to let you know, youtube.com/thecommercialbreak.
Yes.
If we could even put it on our YouTube channel. Sometimes Mountain Monsters comes after us. But it's filmed in dark, black, and white. Mm-hmm. Yet
they all have headlamps on.
They all have headlamps on, and the camera's got to have a light too because
it's a bright light.
It's a bright light because you can see that they're clearly spotlighting whoever they're filming. And then there are lights all around the farm. Like, this is not some dark, scary farm if you did it in color, but by putting it in night vision, it makes it look super scary.
We'll go up high and work our way back around. I tell you, these farmers are getting tired of this stuff, but it sounded like to me what they had encounters with today wasn't a wolf. Everything else leading up in this investigation's been a wolf right now. Sounds like things are changing a little bit.
What?
What's changing? Sounds like the commercial break. Everything leading up to season 2 was Peter Fonda, Henry Fonda, and then all leading up to season 3 was Frankie B. These some farmers are getting sick of it.
To what?
Krissy. Okay. I mean, if you're really that invested in Mountain Monsters, Mountain Monsters is kind of like an episode of Seinfeld. Just jump right in. You don't have to get it.
Huck, Jeff, I tell you, I don't like these guys being out here.
They've just disappeared.
Without me, and me not being able to contact them.
Well, your dick's falling in the ground.
Yeah, you guys, someone's got their dick in the dirt over there. Someone's doing dick riding.
I don't know what help he is.
You know those street artists that are making little caricatures? I'm doing dick dirt art. Dick dirt art.
Yes.
Do you remember talking about the guy?
I do. That was making art with his penis.
Yeah. And it was pretty good, actually.
It was.
The final result was pretty good. I wouldn't want to come within 10 feet of it, but you know.
There's something out here, and I can't find him. I don't know what to do. Huck. Huck. Jeff. Listen.
Is that a pig?
It's a pig.
It's a pig.
It's a pig. You want to know why? It's a farm.
You hear that dog? That dog's fired up over something.
You guys.
You assholes out there with the headlamps bothering his sleep. It's like when my kids got to go pee-pee-poo-poo in the middle of the night. I get all angry. And Blue barks.
Right.
Sounds like my bedroom in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
What the? Oh, no. No. Look here.
Look here. That's a dick track. Someone knocked their dick in the dirt.
We got blood.
Oh,
we got all kinds of blood. Look up here. This blood right here is fresh.
All of a sudden, I look down, and there's...
All of a sudden, I start screaming. All of a sudden, I start screaming for no reason. Shit got real. It doesn't look like blood, by the way.
It doesn't.
It looks like when you...
It looks like clay.
It looks like when
dirt.
you eat a watermelon Jolly Rancher.
blood.
My gosh. Look at this.
I mean, it just looks like mud.
And then I see
It's just mud. Yeah. And then I see a life.
steady stream of blood leading all the way up this path.
Daggone it.
Oh, something jumped up. Something done jumped up on me. I didn't see it. I'm sorry. I was facing the opposite direction.
Yeah, the camera.
The camera cannot get a shot of it.
No.
Yeah. So what happened was, why they made all that noise is because something apparently came right up on this guy named Buck. However, like every other episode of Mountain Monsters, the cameraman was unfortunately pointing in the right direction.
Yeah, he didn't catch it.
They didn't think to get a second cameraman after 183 episodes.
No.
Just get another cameraman.
Yeah.
Tell you what, you point this way, I'll point that way. We'll catch it.
We're going to catch it.
There's something out here. Jeff? Huck! Listen. You hear that? I don't know what that noise is, but that ain't no wolf. Look at this blood. Look at this. Look at this blood.
That's me on the roadcaster making sounds.
Oh my gosh. Look at this. Look.
Well, Jesus, what is that?
That's a hog.
They go to color now.
They go to color and they blur out whatever they're looking at. He says it's a hog, but what it looks like to me is a bunch of balloon animals that have been covered
Or it
in
looks like
ketchup.
insulation from your attic.
Yeah, insulation. Yeah. Last Mountain Monsters episode, they had found some kind of altar or something that was made with a dead rabbit in the middle of it. However, if you paused on the one shot they did of the close-up of the rabbit, it clearly was a stuffed animal.
It was.
That ain't no wolf kill.
All of a sudden,
I look down, and there's this huge mutilated hog. This thing's shredded to pieces. There's something bigger than a wolf here. I don't know what did this, but whatever it was a lot bigger than a wolf.
It was our makeup department.
Yeah. Whatever it was 300 pounds. His name was Andy. And we paid him $30 to make us a blurred out version of a dead hog. If we gave him craft services, of course.
Of course.
There's air bubbles in this blood.
Air bubbles in this
Whatever
blood.
it was, it ate the lungs.
Who are you, CSI Miami now? I mean, come on, dude.
There's air bubbles.
There's air bubbles, says here, blood. That tells me the time of death is between 3 and 7 minutes ago. Microcosmic DNA tells me that this was eaten by some kind of hominoid. Like a Bigfoot. Or Andy
There's
from our
CSI
art
West
department.
Virginia.
Yeah.
What in the world did this?
Come on, give us a clear shot.
Oh, what the hell was that? Stay ready, guys.
What in the
Stay ready.
hell?
Did you hear that?
Stay ready. Everybody but the cameraman, stay ready.
That's coming from the woods.
I got a light up here.
Hey,
Hey! Hey!
that sound like Buck.
Buck! Jeff!
Oh my God, they were 13 feet away from each other, yelling each other's name. They couldn't see each other. There's 4
Sounds
cameras.
like Buck.
Yeah, sounds like Buck. Oh, there he is, directly in front of us. I could literally reach out and touch him. So everyone's lost out in this big field or something, and when they find each other, they are literally right next to each other. Headlamps, camera lights, cameramen, producers. I don't
Sounds
know.
like Buck.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that you?
What the hell?
Buck, is that you?
Is that you directly in front of me? Is that you? No, who do you think it is, dipshit? Who else would be trolling around some farm at 3 a.m. with a headlamp, gun, and a camera crew? Oh, who writes these scripts?
Man, I'm glad to see you guys.
See you, man.
I've been looking all over for you guys. There's something out
I've been
here.
looking all
I got
over
something
for
to
you.
show
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Not hard enough.
Good to see you guys. I'm sorry I ain't got time to talk. There is a 450-pound creature eating whole hogs. So I think we better get a skedaddling.
What the hell you got?
Follow me. Y'all ain't gonna believe this.
It's
I ain't
blurred
seen
out,
anything
so you
like
can't
that.
see it. But
You won't believe this. It's cotton candy covered in ketchup. So we're going to have to blur it out because it doesn't look very realistic. Remember we paid Andy $30 to make us a pretend dead hog? Didn't turn out so well. That's okay. We'll just blur it out.
Look here. Check this out.
yeah, blurred.
What
Blurred
the
out.
hell?
Something got mutilated.
Son of a bitch. Looking at
Something got mutilated and it wasn't my dick.
This hog, this ain't no wolf kill. A wolf would have had this strung all over the place. Whatever did this sat right here and ate on this hog. This thing is one big badass monster.
I'm telling you, whatever's here, it killed this and it headed back into the woods. It wasn't happy because I found its kill.
Yeah.
I interrupted.
I wasn't
it.
happy.
I talked to him on Instagram and he said he was really upset by the way I disturbed his feeding time. I told him I was sorry, but I don't think he accepted my apology.
He went into the woods.
We're going to therapy next week. I told him I was willing to do couples counseling, and he said, okay. I'm hoping we can repair our relationship and get on with the episode. How do you know what he was thinking? You don't even know what it was. It could have been a car. Who knows?
I tried to look, Bill, but here's the problem. That ground's solid ice.
Like concrete.
Yeah.
There's no getting a track. We have no clue what we're up against. None. I'm telling you right now, I still think there's wolves here, but but there's something much bigger.
Oh, this proves it.
Oh, proves it for sure. Old insulation. And old insulation and Jolly Rancher juice. Tells me right now. Old insulation and pink lemonade tell me right now. We're dealing with something much bigger.
Much bigger than
Probably Andy from the art department, but who knows?
Investigation may have got thrown for a loop, but this team, we don't quit. We're still going to prove that there are wolves in West Virginia.
Well, leave it up to the boys. Leave it up to the boys to find something besides wolves in West Virginia.
Oh, man.
Can't get enough of it. Can't get enough of it. It's too funny. It's too funny.
It really is.
Oh, man. That knocked my dick in the dirt. I don't know about you. That electrocuted my boys. Woke them up. Oh, my gosh. Hey, if you just joined in the commercial break, if you're new to the show, thank you very much for jumping on board. We would love to hear from you. 661-237-8296. 661, the word best, the number 2, Y-O-YO. 661, best to yo. Send us your questions, comments, concerns, or content ideas. If you have a story about your dick being knocked in the dirt, we'd love to hear it. You can also contact us on the brand new tcbpodcast.com. All the audio, all the video right there from one location. You can also send us an email right there through the Contact Us form. We'd love to hear from you. Do us a favor, take one simple minute out of your day. Leave us a review on your favorite podcast player, the one you're listening to the show on right now. Leave a comment, a rating, or a review. It's okay, we don't mind. If you're new to the show, here's the tradition. You do one of two things. You say the commercial break, it's not for everyone, or you give us a bad review, like unfunny, unrelatable, stupid, and obnoxious, and then give us 5 stars.
Yes.
That's the tradition. Go through the comments.
I did see one person gave us 1 star, and he was like, I saw it because you were number 1 in Canada, but now I don't get
it. Did he really?
Yes. So maybe people can leave us a message that says, I don't get it, 5 stars.
Yeah, I don't get it 5 stars. I don't get it 1 star. Whatever. Whatever you're into. We just have fun on the show. You don't have to get it. That's the point.
Yeah,
you don't have to get it at all.
Just us laughing. We
Just
hope you're laughing along with us.
Have a good time. Laugh along with us. 2 good friends just trying to make each other laugh. If that makes you laugh, that's good. If it doesn't, well,
it's not
fuck
for
you.
everyone.
It's not for everyone. Oh, this is how we do at the end of the show. I'd say, Krissy, I don't know. I'm tired. I can't do any more today.
Well, you got your dick in the dirt.
I got my dick in the dirt. I got to go dig it out.
Yeah.
So, until next time, I love you.
I love you.
Best to you.
Best to you.
And best to you out there in the podcast universe. Until the next time we meet, Krissy and I always say, we must say, and we will say, bye.
How's your money feeling? It's about to feel happier with a certificate from Happy Money's partner, Michigan State University Federal Credit Union. Elevate and increase your savings with 18-month terms and only a $500 minimum. And the happiest part? MSU FCU certificates yield 4.5% APY annual percentage yield. Now that's a happier side of money. Elevate your savings. Go to happymoney.com/MSUFCU. That's MSUFCU. Funds insured up to $250,000 by NCUA. The APY is accurate as of the 12/1/2023 dividend declaration date. Early withdrawal penalties do apply. Fees may reduce earnings on the account. Any monthly withdrawals or transfers reduce earnings. How's your money feeling? It's about to feel happier with a certificate from Happy Money's partner, Michigan State University Federal Credit Union. Elevate and increase your savings with 18-month terms and only a $500 minimum. And the happiest part? MSU FCU certificates yield 4.5% APY annual percentage yield. Now that's a happier side of money. Elevate your savings. Go to happymoney.com/MSUFCU. That's MSUFCU. Funds insured up to $250,000 by NCUA. The APY is accurate as of the 12/1/2023 dividend declaration date. Early withdrawal penalties do apply. Fees may reduce earnings on the account. Any monthly withdrawals or transfers reduce earnings.